You lived through your first years of life. You laughed, learned, and explored the world. So why can't you remember a single moment of it? The answer is far stranger than most people realize. Have you ever wondered why your life seems to begin years after you were born? It's as if someone erased the opening chapter of your story before you ever had the chance to read it. You took your very first breath. You opened your eyes. You heard voices, felt warmth, and discovered the world for the first time. Those moments were real, even if you can't remember them today. As a baby, your brain absorbed information at an incredible speed. Every face, every sound, every smile was teaching you something new. Yet when you try to look back, there's only silence. Your first birthday, your first steps, your earliest adventures, they're all missing. Did your brain simply erase those memories? Or were they never meant to last in the first place? The truth is far more fascinating than most people realize. For years, scientists believed babies couldn't form real memories, but modern research tells a very different story. Even tiny babies can recognize familiar faces, learn simple patterns, and remember experiences for a short time. Their brains are constantly collecting information. Think of your baby's brain as the world's fastest sponge. Every second, it's soaked up new sights, sounds, emotions, and experiences. But your brain wasn't built to preserve the past yet. Its biggest job was something much more important: building the future. Imagine constructing an entire city while people are trying to leave messages inside it. As new roads appear, old paths disappear. Your brain was changing just as quickly. New connections formed every day, replacing older ones as your mind grew stronger. Billions of neurons were working together, creating the foundation for language, movement, thinking, and everything that makes you human. That incredible growth came with a surprising cost. As new pathways formed, older memory connections became harder to keep. It's like writing on a whiteboard while someone keeps wiping it clean to make space for new ideas. The message existed, but it couldn't stay forever. So your earliest memories weren't lost because your brain failed. They disappeared because your brain was busy becoming the incredible machine that would shape the rest of your life. But brain growth is only part of the story. To create lasting memories, your mind needs something even more important than neurons. It needs a sense of you. Every memory you've ever kept has one thing in common: you are the main character. As adults, we naturally think, "I did this," or "I remember that." But babies don't begin life with that same understanding. Instead, they experience the world as a stream of sights, sounds, warmth, and emotions. Everything is happening, but there's no clear personal story yet. One simple experiment reveals this perfectly. Place a young child in front of a mirror, and they often think they're looking at another baby. A few months later, something amazing happens. The child touches their own face instead of the reflection. For the first time, they recognize, "That's me." This moment is called self-recognition, and it's one of the biggest milestones in human development. A personal identity finally begins to take shape. Once children understand who they are, experiences become easier to connect. Separate moments slowly turn into a continuous life story. It's like placing photos into a scrapbook. Instead of random pictures, each memory now has a place in the story of your life. Without that sense of self, early experiences are like pages scattered in the wind, real, but impossible to arrange into a lasting book. Then another powerful tool begins to change everything: language. Words don't just describe memories, they help build them. Before children can speak, most experiences exist only as feelings, sounds, colors, and emotions. They're meaningful, but difficult to organize. As children learn words, parents begin asking questions like, "Do you remember our trip?" Or "What was your favorite part?" Those conversations strengthen memory. Every story told, every conversation shared, gives the brain another chance to organize experiences into something lasting and easier to remember. By now, your brain has a stronger memory system, a growing sense of identity, and the language to connect experiences together. Only then do your earliest lasting memories begin to appear. But language isn't the final piece of the puzzle. The people around you also help shape the memories you keep. Every time a parent says, "Remember when we went to the park?" they're doing more than telling a story. They're teaching the brain how to organize the past. Those conversations connect separate moments into one continuous timeline. Over time, random experiences become memories with meaning. Imagine dumping thousands of puzzle pieces onto a table. Until someone starts putting them together, they don't reveal the full picture. That's exactly what storytelling does. It helps your brain arrange life's scattered moments into a story you can remember years later. What's even more fascinating is that this doesn't happen the same way everywhere in the world. Different cultures shape memory in different ways. In some families, children grow up hearing detailed stories about their own lives. Those conversations encourage earlier personal memories. Other cultures focus more on shared family experiences than individual stories. As a result, people's earliest memories often begin a little later. This means your memory isn't shaped only by your brain. It's also shaped by your family, your culture, and the stories you hear growing up. Even if you can't remember your first smile or your first steps, those moments still changed your brain forever. Your earliest experiences quietly built the emotional foundation you'll carry throughout your entire life. The lessons learned during those forgotten years became part of your personality. Even if they never became memories you could replay. In a way, your childhood wasn't erased. It was transformed into the invisible blueprint of who you are today. The baby in your old family photos may feel like a stranger, but every part of that tiny person helped shape the adult you've become. So perhaps the greatest mystery isn't why you forgot your earliest memories. It's how those forgotten years still influence every single day of your life. Think about it. The most important years of your life may be the years you can never remember. Long before you formed your first lasting memory, your brain was already building the foundation of your future thoughts, habits, and emotions. Every hug, every laugh, every comforting voice left a mark, not as a memory you could replay, but as a part of the person you would become. The baby you once were and the person you are today may feel worlds apart, yet they are connected by an invisible chain of experiences. Those forgotten years became the foundation of your mind. Just like a building depends on a foundation hidden beneath the ground. That's why old photos can feel so strange. You know the child in the picture is you, but you have no memory of being that person. And yet, without that child, the person you are today could never exist. Every stage of life helped create the next one. Scientists still don't have every answer about memory. The human brain remains one of the greatest mysteries ever studied. But what we've learned reveals something remarkable. Forgetting isn't always a flaw. Sometimes it's part of a larger process. Your brain wasn't designed to keep every detail forever. It was designed to adapt, grow, and prepare you for the future. As new memories formed, old pathways changed. As your mind evolved, some experiences faded so that new abilities could emerge. In a way, becoming yourself required leaving part of your earliest self behind. The memories disappeared, but their influence remained. Hidden beneath your awareness, they continue shaping your decisions and emotions even today. So the next time you wonder why you can't remember being a baby, remember this: those years were never truly lost. They became part of you. The first chapters of your story may be unreadable, but they still helped write every page that followed.